Hi, I'm Gavin. I'm a woodwind player, playing West End shows, touring, all sorts of variety of gigs. I've been playing for many years on all these on gigs such as this. I started out as a flute player, and that's my main instrument. And I'm here today to talk to you about the Azumi Z3RBE. This is an open hole flute with B foot joint and splitty mechanism. Okay, so now a bit about the qualities of this instrument, the Z3RBE. There's another model which is the Z2RBE, which is a solid silver head joint on a silver plated body. The 3RBE is again solid silver head with a silver tube and silver foot joint, solid silver foot joint. The advantages of this over the Z2 is that it gives you perhaps a bit more power and depth and tonal quality to the instrument. The main, just to discuss briefly about flutes and the different sort of types of flutes. So a silver plated flute is a perfectly good instrument and will suit many players. Silver head joint will give you a bit more power and projection, and then adding a solid silver body and foot joint will again just increase the tonal qualities and variety of sounds that you can get from the instrument. In terms of its build quality, again it's the sort of the Altus stamp, if you like, from their factory. So great mechanism, everything feels really comfortable under the fingers. In terms of the model, obviously B foot joint, again you can argue that sometimes a B foot joint people find gives them a little bit more depth to their sound throughout the range. But again, that's perhaps personal preference, so the best thing to do is to come and try and see how you get on. Some people prefer C foot joints, and it's whether how much playing you think may involve the B foot joint, but it's certainly worth considering. And then obviously the splitty mechanism and open hole. All in all, a very good flute. So just to discuss a little bit about the benefits of an open hole flute as opposed to a closed hole flute. I started out on a closed hole flute like many people do because it's a much easier instrument to play, and it gives you a chance just to sort of not have to concentrate too hard on the fingers while you're developing embouchure and getting the balance of the instrument together. In terms of why should you change perhaps to open holes, it's first and foremost very good for your hand position and technique, finger technique, so that you actually centre your fingers on the hole, and thereby you should find that your whole sort of posture and technique is drawn into line. You can't be lazy when you're dealing with an open hole flute, so it's certainly worth considering from that point of view. Other than that, I, from a personal point of view, find that the resonance of the instrument, I feel much more connected to the instrument, I suppose, when I'm actually making the sound. Again, that varies from player to player, but that's how I feel about the benefits of it. And then further going on to sort of other maybe extended techniques, as you will perhaps would be considering this when you're in the higher grades of the associated board or other exam boards. It's a very good thing to have the flexibility to do contemporary extended techniques, such as sort of half covering, quarter tones, etc. And then maybe even going sort of slightly off-piste if you want to sort of get into jazz flute playing and the such. Again, being able to sort of bend notes and just smear notes a little bit, it gives you a variety of techniques that you can approach and practice and perfect.